Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are here, right? Did we do this right? You just never know. You just never know if we did it appropriately here. I just saw that the intro stopped, but we're back. We're back. All right, I think it worked. I think it worked. Well, how's everybody doing? Are we cooking? Are we cooking this morning? We're slowly getting a little bit better here. Although now I'm not seeing it. Are you guys not seeing me? Are you okay? God, what is happening? What is happening? We're on a little bit of a delay over here. All right, who do we got in the chat this morning? DJP's there. We get the common man. Hey, yes, happy Veterans Day. Thank you to our veterans. We got who else? We got Stubbs in here. Gang's all here. Who else? Who else? Who else? We see. This is the one little tricky thing. All right, whatever. We're figuring it out. Baby steps, baby. Hoops were nuts last night. Hoops were absolutely bonkers last night. We have a fun game. Regular said, do I prefer tube or playback? Well, no, keep watching on the YouTubes. Playback probably doesn't want me to say that, but keep watching on the YouTubes. We don't make any money from you watching over here on playback. But YouTubes, we get that ad rev, so we want to keep the views over there on YouTube. But one of the things we're messing around with here on playback, we had B-Tow come on the opening day stream and talk about it a little bit. This is one thing that we can do. We can actually use this as StreamYard, which is StreamYard is like the service I use to do all the YouTube streaming. And slowly but surely, Playback's building out some stuff so that we can use it over here and like instead of StreamYard, which would save me some money. So we're just testing it out this week for the NBA bit, and then if it all goes well, we'll do it for the other shows, too. Speaking of other shows, if you missed yesterday's 89 Cavs, we fired that up on the NBA Bit channel. That was a good time, so go check that out. You can also get it in podcast form. And then we had Live Before Lock last night, which was pretty spicy, too. You get to watch me slowly see everybody ruled out that I had a lot of ownership to, except Jalen Johnson, baby. Jalen Johnson was still out there cooking, so that was good to see. If you're just joining us for the first time, do me a favor, like the stream, subscribe to the YouTube channel, do all the things, get involved in the chat. We're live Monday through Friday this week, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So we'll be back again tomorrow, and then we'll have some paywall stuff a little bit later this week, and then Live Before Lock again on Friday. That's what we got cooking. It's only Tuesday. We had a little snowfall here in New York City. Woke up to a little flurry of snow, which was kind of nice. All right, so tis the season. It's November. It's 11/11. Make a wish. Let's go. Let's get into last night's stuff. There was awesome basketball. I feel like we got to start with Cleveland, Miami first. Just really good stuff. Let me see if I can find the game winner. Maybe we can share that first. I'm sure Underdog, again, they're very good at that engagement farming. But just like really, really and stuff, nutty stuff here. Let's start with the Donovan Mitchell shot because, man, Donovan was out there just cooking last night, and you almost you knew the ball was going to him, and it still got there, and he was still able to put it down. Hold on, let's make sure. I don't know why it's not. It's okay. Here we go. I feel like the settings look different today than they did yesterday. All right, let's start with the spider stuff here. All right, let's start with this. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you guys. Can you see me? Yeah, you can still see me. Okay, here we go. Ready?
In the Merrill, the three for the tie.
Sammy missed it. Somehow, Spidey gets
Mitchell,
it. And then,
three for the tie.
Dude, look at how high he has to get this up over Khalil Ware. Look at Khalil Ware. Great closeout by Ware. One more time. Khalil, who also doesn't foul here, which I feel like that was pretty impressive.
Taken by Mitchell,
he has to get so much arc on it. Knocks it down. Sam Merrill seemed to know before it even went down. But then, what the hell was this? How do you guys just get cooked here on the defensive end immediately? You do all that work. Spider makes a crazy shot just to get Spoelstra'd. Spo draws it up. Look at this.
The lob for Wiggins.
They just fall asleep. They fall asleep. One more time. Sammy and Hunter get caught.
He did it. The Heat win it.
Incredible. What a win there. What a win. Let's go over to the box score. Let's do some box score here and go from there. Let's remove this and then let's screen share this. We're getting the hang of it, baby. So the final score is 140 to 138. I've been trying to tell you guys, you just play play Miami and whoever is playing against Miami. Spida finished with 28 and 50. He had 15 boards in this game. What? 28, 15, and 8. 3 for 16 shooting from 3. That's vomit-inducing. But he still got to the line. How many times? 5 out of 6. Excuse me. So still a solid stat line. Mobley hit some big shots that get overlooked here. He had basically like a 6-point fantasy swing towards the end of the game. They were down 3. I think Mobley might have had a bucket, a block, and then he comes down and it sticks a 3 with under a minute left to tie it up. Big time bucket from him. I thought that secured the W for him. Garland only played 19 minutes in this game, struggled a little bit, had a little bit of a setback, but I don't think it's like a big injury or anything like that. Jared Allen, 14 and 7 for them. I thought Hunter had a solid game too. He had 23, but Miami. Jaime Jaquez Jr. just straight balling, and we talked about it on Live Before Lock, how he was like one of my favorite plays, and then what ended up happening was I put him in a lineup that I did not need, that didn't even make sense, that wasn't good, and so I absolutely wasted it. Just a huge pain in the ass by me. But Jaime, look at this. 22 points, 13 boards, 7 dimes, 3 stocks, 22 points on 7 for 12 shooting. With only one of those being a triple. Jovic had 8 and 4. Kalel Ware, 20 boards. So shout out to No Dunks. I'm sure we're going to get a little big beef from him in a little bit. 7 for 14 from the field. He got the 34 minutes. He had, again, 14 and 20. Stormin Norman, 33 points for Powell. And then Wiggs with 23 and 5. Great win for Miami, man. Miami yet to lose at home. How about that, huh? That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive stuff from Hashtag Heat Culture, who are 7 and 4. Cavs dropped this one to 7 and 4. That was a really good game. Really good game. All right, let me go back to Underdog. Let's see if we can find this next. Let's do Wemby next, because Wemby, man, seemed like Chicago was going to get a W with no Josh Giddey, and they were playing San Antonio really well. Both. All right, we're back. I know Joker Rock, you said I like this better already, and then I immediately take myself off the stage. Isn't that fun? Sorry, guys. We're learning the new buttons here in real time, and it's just very easy to exit stage left. So, it's going to happen a couple of times. All right, I wanted to go over here to let's add to no. What is going on? Screen share. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. All right, so let's go see this Wemby stuff. But both of these teams are a lot of fun right now. And Wemby, look at this dude. Although Underdog adding contested shot when it wasn't him that got the block. But let's like relax a little bit. Wait, stage and media. What is going on, bro? Okay, now you can see me, right? All right, ready? Here we go. Look at this. So they're down 114, 111 with a minute left. And watch this 7-foot freak.
There's Wemby. Scored 10 early in the fourth.
Steps into it right over Vooch. Look, Vooch keeping the hand up. Like, what do you want me to do, bro? What do you want me to do? So ties it up, comes down again. Vooch, you know what's coming, baby. Buckets. They win this one, and just, really impressive stuff. You guys see me back now, right? I'm here now, right? You guys all saw that? Regulator saying the Clippers really screwed up on Powell. It's true. I mean, they are. Why don't you wait till we get to the Clippers, though, Regulator? Come on, wait your turn. Let's go back over here. We got the Heat. No, not the Heat. Excuse me. Let's go to some stat lines here. Wemby would have been the story of the night if it's not for the Detroit Pistons, which we'll talk about here in a second. Wemby, 38 points, 12 boards, 5 dimes, 5 blocks, 1 steal. Went 6 for 9. Nice from 3. Also, Fox looked pretty good, 21 and 5. And then Castle, man, another double-double, 11 dimes, 19 and 11 for Castle. He also had 3 swipes in this one. This is just a fun game on the Chicago with no With no Giddy, Trey Jones did a lot of the work there with 27 and 7. Had a couple of steals in there as well. Vooch, only 11 points, 8 boards and 6 dimes. It was funny. Vooch was like projecting really well yesterday for fantasy stuff, and I was like, I'm not buying this. Not against Wemby. And then Squirt had 23, 5, and 5. They got 20 from Io off the bench. Hopefully the Giddy stuff isn't serious and that he's back soon. Because that would just suck if we continue to lose Giddy. Now let's do. We'll get to Detroit. I want to do Magic next, since we're just showing these highlights here. So first we'll go over the box score, and now let me switch screen. Let me switch screen there. All right, so, man, it's got to be a little bit faster, though. We got to be able to figure this out a little bit faster. But let's try again. Desmond Bane hasn't hit a shot in forever. Here we go. This is after... no one wanted to win this game. There was a bunch of missed free throws down the stretch. The Blazers had the ball tied up, I believe, and then Drew Holiday just kind of dribbled it over to Paolo. I think that was the play that happened right before this. Blazers had it with like 4 seconds left. Drew Holiday gets the inbound, takes like a dribble, and then Paolo takes it from him, and then the Magic are like, timeout. 1.9 seconds left, and here's Desmond Bane.
No timeouts left. The pass comes to Bane. Bane hoisting at the bucket.
I mean, come on. Nothing but net. No team needed it more than the Orlando Magic right there. The vibes are just brutal over there. Brutal vibes for Orlando, and they get this W, 115-112. We start with Orlando. Paolo off to a slow start in this game, and then he still finishes with 28 and 9. Only 2 turnovers after, just buckets of turnovers the game before, so that is a good sign. We got just huge. Yeah, A.J. Brown saying Drew sold twice late. Yeah, Drew, like, tough game for our guy Drew in this one. But yeah, just a big bucket from Bane, who finished with 22 points. That was the only 3-point shot he hit in the whole game. 1 for 6. The only one he hits is double teamed, falling out of bounds, just chucking it up over Denny. Franz had 19, 9, and 6 with a couple of stocks in there. Again, from a fantasy perspective, your boy needed overtime bad in this one. 19 and 9 for WCJ. Nothing to talk about there on the bench. From the Blazers, Denny continues to be awesome. 4 for 9 from 3, 27, 5 and 5 in this one. Drew had 13, 7 and 7, but then again, those 3 turnovers with 2 of them coming late. Shaedon Sharpe finally got hot, 3 for 5 from 3. He had 31. Blazers fall to 5 and 5. Magic get them up to 5 and 6. So, I mean, again, the vibes in Orlando, covered it yesterday, have been desperate. So good to see that they got a W, and hopefully that just shifts the vibes a little bit. We got David in the chat. There we go. Happy Veterans Day, David. Thanks for joining us this morning early on the West Coast for our guy David. Let's Detroit, man. Dude, Cade, I don't have the drops loaded yet on playback, but Cade Cunningham, good Lord. So Asar Thompson sits, and you're like seeing like, hey, congrats. You beat the Wizards in overtime. Congrats, right? But Detroit's on a back-to-back. Outside of Koulibaly, Washington was able, they got CJ, they got Middleton, whatever. The Pistons had a tough game against Philly the day before. It looked like Washington was going to get this game. So Washington winning, they were down 6 at halftime. They outscore them by 15 in the third quarter. Detroit just asleep at the wheel in the third. And then I am not familiar with Dennis Jenkins' game. I was not. Justin from the 89 Cavs was texting me as that game was going on. I've never heard of this man. Apparently, he's been taking the Marcus Sasser minutes. Dude, Dennis Jenkins, 37 minutes, 24 points, 8 boards, 3 dimes, 4 steals. But not only that, he hits a big-time bucket as time's expiring to send this game to overtime. But look, and there was some gross stuff in there. 14 for 45 is like Kobe Bryant Game 7 business, right? That is a 31% field goal percentage. 2 for 11 from 3. Ugh, that's tough stuff. But Cade, 46 points, 12 boards, 11 dimes, 5 steals, 2 blocks. Like, just a little bit of everything. Big boy Jalen Duren, I honestly thought he was going to get 100 rebounds. He had 19 and 14, 7 offensive boards in this game. He had 3 assists and 2 steals as well. Ronald Holland, I was hoping for a bigger performance from you. The 5 points wasn't going to get it done with Noah Sarr. Javonte Green, excuse me, he had a double-double. But again, Dennis Jenkins, 24, 8 and 4 with 4 steals is wild business. How about CJ McCollum? CJ McCollum, what he is doing right now, it's like he's on like a dating show, and he's just going to be like, I need to get a haircut before I go on. I'm going to hire a personal trainer. I'm going to take this very seriously so I can get the fuck out of here, right? 42 points, 6 boards, 4 dimes. CJ's been on a heater after a slow start. Mattress Max says the Wizards need to fire their coach. He's generally the worst NBA coach I've ever seen. So many simple mistakes that have resulted in blown leads. See, you say the worst coach or the best coach? Because this loaded NBA draft, the last thing the Wizards need to do is win 18 games. Just stay cool. Stay cool, win 10 games, get a top 3 pick. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the focus for this team. Get CJ? Sure. Can we get a couple of second rounds for CJ McCollum? Come on over. Sarr's been looking nice, too. Excuse me. Alex Sarr had 15 and 15, 3 stocks in there. All right, we got to take a sip of water here. We're dying. Also, did I unplug the mic? Or are we back? No, we're okay, right? Mic is in and out. Are we back now? I heard the mic is in and out. You said is the video and audio not in sync? Are we okay now? Tell me, chat, are we okay now before we continue? Let's see. The mic's 100% late, huh? Man, that's annoying. That's annoying. I wonder what that is. It's still late? Oh, man. Okay. All right, David, I can hear you. I think they're more focused on the video audio, but it's still late, huh? I wonder what's causing that. All right. This might be the last time we do playback. Oh, man. That's a bummer. That's a bummer that it's not synced up. All right. Let's keep going, though. Let's keep going. Good win for Detroit. I wonder, it's not for this, right? It's not because the video's playing? Man, that's a bummer. I want to see it on YouTube too. Let's see. Was it been like this the whole time or just like the last few minutes? Because if it's been the whole time, that's annoying. I can't believe you guys didn't say anything until now. I just hit the microphone, so I was wondering if that had like reset it, but I don't know, gang. Chat's awfully quiet. For the last few minutes. Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. Let me do this. Let me close. Maybe that video's playing, and that's why. I don't know. Hopefully we're close to back now. David said the whole time. Everyone disagrees though. Just the last few minutes. Okay. Let's. And it's still like this right now. It's still on delay right now. You logged out and came back and it's good? Interesting. So it's on your end? All right, everybody do a refresh. All right, anyways, good win for Detroit. Washington, just be happy that Alex Sarr is okay. Like he's not too bad. And then everybody else is bad. What other games did we have tonight? Should we make fun of the Clippers now? Want to make fun of the Clippers here? Let's do that. Atlanta, this is actually, good for Atlanta. Also, maybe bad news for Trae Young's long-term stay in Atlanta, because Atlanta, right? All right, it seems like, if you guys refresh and come back to YouTube, it's going to work. That's the refresh helped. So that's so bizarre that it's on the user end. But, yeah, everybody go do it. Trae Young might be on his way out, boys and girls. And I say that because Atlanta keeps winning games without Trae Young. Trae Young going to be a free agent at the end of the season. I wonder if they find him a new home, if they're going to continue to get W's here. They go on the road to the Clippers. and then get the W. Jalen Johnson, who missed the last game with a quad, he came back. He went 16, 10, and 8. Only took 16 shots. It was kind of wild. Oh, Chris Hundred's in the chat. Let's go. Love to see it, man. Risache had 11 and 5. Zanger gave him 20 and 4. Dyson Daniels 6-8. Like, dude, look at this, man. Vit Krejci is the one who gave it to him. Vit Krejci is the one that gave it to him. 28 points off the bench on 9 for 13 shooting. My guy, 8 for 10 from 3. That's some Ray Allen shit. I'm only taking threes, baby. Just crazy. Good win for Atlanta. Clippers not getting a lot of help. Also, kind of an alarming report. So they were just like, they asked Ty Lue, right? Because Kawhi has a sprained ankle, right? And Ty Lue was asked, is it a high ankle sprain? And he was like, I don't know, it's an ankle sprain. Everybody seems pretty cranky. And my guess is because the FBI's been really involved in the organization of the last couple of months. But, man, it is just weird stuff here. Harden, as Karen was telling us in the chat, Harden bricked that shot. Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, Harden was sick, though. 12 for 23 from the field, 6 for 14 from 3, 35, 10, and 11. And then he got just dick from everybody else. 13 and 12 from Big Z, 11 from DJJ. John Collins got the start for Bradley Beal, who, a report came out yesterday, Bradley Beal is set to miss extended time, which I don't even know if that's good or bad because Bradley Beal has been bad. But Collins didn't do 3 for 11 shooting, bro. That was bad. Chris Dunn had 11. Nick Batum, I mean, they got a total of what? 9 from, dude, Kobe Brown. Kobe Brown had 9 out of there. It's just bad stuff, man. I don't know what's going on with this Clippers team. They're now 3-7, and they obviously have an easier path to turning shit around than, say, the Mavericks. So the Mavericks, you're just like, well, maybe we get Anthony Davis back soon. Maybe we get Kyrie back, right? But the Clippers, you're like, if you have Kawhi and Harden, you can go out there and win games. But this team is looking old as hell. CP3 got a DNP there. I don't know if he was injured or something like that. I don't know. They're not on the... Right, they weren't on the back end of a back-to-back, were they? Because I know they're not on the front end. I can't remember now. Yeah, and then OKC having the Clippers pick in 2026. Yeah, it's just nuts. And I don't know. I mean, they just look old. They look old, man. Yeah, Clips need a little more aspiration. I'm with you, Common, man. And I don't want to take away, like, Atlanta, I think, is doing a really good job of just fighting. I really do like this Atlanta core. But the Clippers, they're in tough shape. We got AB in the chat. Let's go, AB. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Let's, you know what? Let's do some Minnesota, Utah for Borland. Utah was without Hendricks last night. Yusuf Nurkic is just playing real minutes in the NBA right now. How about Anthony Edwards? Got off to a little bit of a slow start and then beat the piss out of him. 35, 6, and 6 from Ant-Man. On 13 to 25 shooting, 5 for 9 from 3. Just took over. I think it was like late in the second quarter. Then Rudy had 14 and 12. McDaniels 16 and 6. Julius Randle, dude, 27 and 7. You know, can we give Julius Randle a little bit of love here? I feel like he's been. You go back, like dating back to last year's postseason. Yeah, he's been great. In this season, in 11 games, and granted, some of this was done without Ant-Man, right? But in 11 games, 25 points, 7 boards, 6 dimes, shooting 54% from the field, 40% from 3, and 87% from the line. We're almost getting a 50-40-90 from fucking Julius Randle. What's cooking, baby? What's cooking? Shout out to T-Wolves, 7-4 here. Survived Ant-Man being out for like 2 weeks. On the Jazz side of stuff, the one thing you can get excited about for the Utah Jazz, who play tonight, and I wonder if we get some Jazz sitting out tonight, but Ace Bailey got the start, played 28 minutes, and that's good, just to see Bailey's minutes getting ramped up a little bit. He had 10 and 7 in this one. Keontae, Shout out Keontae, man. I love Keontae. 27, 6 and 6. Didn't shoot the three ball well, but it seems like Keontae has turned a corner. You know, every once in a while, Keontae shows us a little something. Last season, right? But it would be some real highs and real lows. He's been like consistently pretty good this season. Actually, let me just pull up his basketball reference. What's Keontae giving us here? 22, 7 and 4. You know, the 27% from three, though. Brother Keontae. Need the three ball to fall a little bit more. But good win for Minnesota. Again, 7 and 4, 5 and 2 on the road this year. Pretty impressive stuff from him. We were going to make fun of the Mavericks a little bit more. Let's do it. So if you tuned into Live Before Lock, you know that I had 1,000,000% Anthony Davis last night. And then he did not play basketball. So that was fun. And so because I got 1,000,000% Anthony Davis, we get swaps. And I was like, listen, PJ Washington, play the drop, right? That's got to be the swap. PJ comes out there, right? He's like block, steal, assist, and then 2 fouls. And then he comes back in, gets a 3rd foul right away. Starts the second half, gets like a couple of stats, and then fouls again. PJ only played 22 minutes. Now Gafford only played 23 minutes because he's on a minute restriction. PJ fouling his ass off, only played 22 minutes, had 16 and 7 in that time. Cooper Flagg, though, really good game from him. He had 26, 9 and 4, 9 for 15 shooting. He had like a big bucket, which seemed like it was going to be maybe like a game winner, where he like took it to Giannis, like right at Giannis, hung up in the air, got it off the glass and in. It's a tough bucket. Brandon Williams got the start. I do like Brandon Williams' game. He had 19 and 6. Max Christie had 13, but the Milwaukee side of stuff, man. Giannis, like, not his best game because he was turning the ball over, 5 turnovers, but then just took over in the second half like he does. 30 points, 8 boards, 6 dimes, 3 blocks, and a steal on 11 for 18 shooting. Even hit like a big 3 down the stretch. Regular season Doc Rivers this year. Good point, regulator. Good point. AJ Green, he continues to knock down threes. He went 4 for 8. Rollins, pretty good game from him, 13, 8, and 4. Rollins, late in the game, too, split the defense and just laid it off the glass. It was a really nice take. I think that ended up being the game-winning bucket. I think it was. Miles Turner, the most Miles Turner-ass stat line, 3 for 12, 1 for 7, 4. My God, Miles Turner is so frustrating. But Milwaukee keeps stacking W's, man. They keep stacking W's, so good win for them. Let's do a little Luka magic, right? We haven't talked about the Lakers and the Hornets. I got to tell you, I tweeted this out. Like, if you're watching Monday Night Football over Lakers Hornets, you don't know ball. Eric Collins was just like out of his mind in this one. One of my favorite things he said last night during this game, because I watched most of the first half and then tuned in a little bit in the fourth quarter. Marcus Smart hit a 3 early and then was just kind of like chucking early in the first quarter. And I think it was Del Curry's like, I've said this as a Celtics fan so many times. Marcus Smart is one of those guys that when you're on the opposing team, you want him to hit that first 3 because he was locked and loaded early on. Now he finished 3 out of 7, so it wasn't the worst, but it was pretty funny. Luka Magic, baby, 38, 7 and 6. He took 28 shots, hit half of them. Still, the 3 ball's not falling for Luka, but he's been cooking, man. He's been cooking. And then what else we got? Austin Reeves, who came back from the groin injury. He had 24, 7, and 5 in this one. Also, did my lighting all of a sudden get a lot brighter? Did you guys notice that? I don't know what the hell just happened. I just looked up at the camera, and I felt like I was in a tanning salon. Mark Dominating had a really bad game. Rui had 21, though. Laravia, didn't pile up a lot of stats. He gives him just good minutes off the bench. Miles Bridges with no LaMelo. He was great. Con Knipple, though, dude. Let's get Con Knipple, baby. Look at this. 19, 10, and 9 on 6 of 11 shooting. Doing a little bit of everything. Then we had the Cock. He had 19 and 4. But yeah, Miles Bridges 34, 8 and 5 on like pretty efficient shooting too. I hate that, man. But 7 for 12 from 3, 11 for 19 from the field. Legit has been playing well. Just a reminder, you're going to see guys are sitting and you're like, wow, Colin Sexton should absolutely cook, right? No, the answer is no, he doesn't. He's done cooking. And then Trey Mann off the bench, 6-5. Like, they kind of disappointed. But good win for the Lakers on the road. I mean, it's the Hornets, so you're not celebrating too much. But they're now 8-3, 5-1 on the road, and LeBron's yet to play a basketball game. So I mean, the Lakers, you couldn't have scripted this better for them, right? And then is that the last game? Oh my God, the Pelicans. We have to talk about the Pelicans. Oh, they are a tough watch, man. Shout out Phoenix. Grayson Allen. What the hell, bro? 42 points. 42 points for Grayson Allen? What? I mean, look at the shooting. Look at the shooting. Oh my God. Did I just exit out of this again? No, I'm still here, right? God. Anyways, sorry, I thought I just closed out. Grayson Allen, 12 for 17 from the field. He knocked down 10 triples. 10 triples. And I brought this up the other day. Like, Grayson Allen has quietly been hooping. Like, I don't know. What is this, like year 10, year 11 in the league? No, that's not. He came in the league in 2019. All right. He's averaging his career averages. These are his careers. 10 points. 10 points per game, 3 boards, 2 assists. This year, he's averaging 18.6 points per game, 3 boards, and almost 5 dimes. Grayson's cooking, man. Grayson is cooking. He's been nuts. And yeah, I'm with you, Mattress Mac. I thought the Suns were going to be a terrible league pass team. They're honestly kind of fun. They're kind of fun. Royce, it's just like professional hoopers right now. Dylan Brooks, Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen. You know, those are guys who, like, you're not going to get 25 a game from. All of them can knock down the 3 occasionally, even though Brooks was 1 for 6 last night. But Allen going 10 for 15, Royce 4 for 8, and it allows Book. I mean, like, Book only played 27 minutes last night, had 19 points and 3 dimes. That was it, right? For the bench, Oso Ighodaro, fine. Ryan Dunn, fine. I think Ryan Dunn coming off the bench is good for this team. I think that makes the most sense. It does. The Jalen Green trade sucks. Injury sucks. Like that. I think that would have been like pretty fun to monitor to see how like that offense would evolve. I think it would take a little bit of pressure off Book from time to time. So that was a bummer. That injury was a bummer, but I do like it. I do like it. All right, what else do we have? What else do we have here from this game? You want to talk about the Pellies? We've got what? Trey Murphy, 21, 10, and 4. Okay, cool. Trey, thank you for putting up some stats in a game that didn't matter. Sadiq Bey, 15. Fears, 15. You know, just if you're going to play basketball like this, especially there's no Poole and no Zion, who I think are still out for 4 or 5 more games or days, excuse me. Then, like, let's just let Derek. I mean, he played 25 minutes last night. He had 12, 6, and 1. Let him play more games. You know, let's pop over to the standings. Let's look at the Eastern Conference first. We get the Pistons here, winners of 7 in a row, baby. 9-1 in their last 10. Are you kidding me? We've got the Knicks here, 6-3. They play basketball tonight. They're on a 4 games winning streak. The Miami Heat. Stan Love, stand up. Hashtag Heat culture. They've won 3 in a row, 7-3 in their last 10. The Cavs there in the 4 seed. Cox are tied with them at 7-4. Bulls here after a hot start, losers of 3 in a row now, although without Giddey last night. That was a good performance. I still think the Bulls are pretty good. Sixers play the Celtics tonight, which feels like the 100th time in a row that's happened. But they are Sixers are 6-4, Hawks 6-5, Raps 5-5, Celtics 5-6. Then you got the Magic now are also 5-6. Charlotte drops to 3-7, and then look at all these teams with 1 win. Nets, Pacers, Wizards. West Side, OKC 10-1. They're pretty good at basketball. Look at the Spurs, baby, 8-2. Nuggets 7-2. Lakers 8-3, Rockets 6-3, Timberwolves 7-4. I mean, this West is good. I mean, I expect the Lakers to slow down a little bit at some point, but maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, Emo, I'll get to that in a second. Or E-Moster. Is it E-Moster or Emo? I like calling you Emo. I hope that's fine. We're gonna slide over to the dog in a second. But this West, bro, is crazy. Like, if you're looking at, like, I expect the Timberwolves to keep winning. I expect the Rockets to keep winning. Warriors play tonight against OKC, but their schedule to start the year has been brutal, so I imagine they turn up the heat a little bit. But, like, I don't see path forwards for, like, the Mavs are effed, dude. Like, in what world are I guess you could say, well, they could catch the 10 seed, but I don't see the Blazers slowing. Like, the Blazers are going to be a tough team all year. But the Clippers and Mavs. Here on the outside, I'm looking in. Right, a little bit of that. A little bit of that. All right, let's go back over to let's go check out the lines for tonight. And a reminder, if you haven't liked the stream, subscribe to the channel, go do that. Go do that. Let's take a look at the spreads for tonight, and then we can also poke around the Underdog app for a little bit. So we got the Raptors against the Brooklyn Nets. Raps are 9.5-point faves. It looks like Jakob Poeltl off the injury report tonight. That's kind of fun. I imagine he's on a minute restriction. Sandro has a Q tag, though. I wonder if that means we get some more Colin Murray Boyles if he's not going to play. Something to monitor. For where Brooklyn at. They're without Hayward Highsmith and Scammy Thomas. Day'Ron Sharp also has a Q tag. I wonder if that makes if Sharp misses. Did he miss that last game? He played 12 minutes. I don't know. Do we get a little bit more Noah Clowney? I don't know. I'm not going to watch any of that game, but that's fun. Grizzlies against the Knicks. That is a little bit more exciting. Are these games on NBC tonight? Is that what it is? Tuesday night NBC? I think so. Grizzlies against the Knicks. Knicks are 9.5-point favorites. I guess what we're trying to figure out is what Grizzlies do we get. For the Knicks, everybody's healthy except for Mitchell Robinson, who has a Q tag, and somebody named Kevin McCullough, who I'm not looking up. But this should be, what's this total here? We saw 231.5, so not too spicy. But all these totals are kind of close outside of the last game, which I forgot starts at 11 p.m. Kill me. Just kill me, man. 11 p.m. I get it. You want to make the West Coast people happy. What about 10? Who on the West Coast is like, oh, I hate that this game starts at 7. I wish it started at 8. What are we doing? For the Grizzlies, what do we make of Ja? On a slate like this, Ja, who we talked about it a lot yesterday, just decided he's done going to the rim. He's going to be a jump shooter right now. The problem is he can't hit jump shots. So, what do you do there? What do you do? Jaren Jackson Jr., let me just rattle off his stats the last couple of games. 17.7 boards, 17 points, 4 boards, 9.6 boards. Theoretically, this should be a fun game for them, but I don't know. I'm honestly more interested in Cedric Coward than I am anybody else, just because I like Cedric Coward. Cedric Coward's fun. He's been playing. Cedric Coward's minutes, by the way, are right around 28 to 30 every single game. And he comes out there and does a little bit of everything. I didn't expect. Look at these rebounds the last 5. 10 boards. 9 boards, and then 6 and 5. But those last 3, that's pretty spicy from Coward. Then we have Celtics and the 76ers here. Still no Paulie George, but for the 76ers, they are not on a back-to-back. So our guy Joel Embiid, they might play tomorrow, but Embiid's good to go. Maxi's good to go. Just a reminder, the Celtics like to get lit up by guards, so I expect that to be fun on their end. I am unfortunately in on Joel Embiid tonight. I still have that bad taste in my mouth where I was like, oh, Embiid is about to cook the Celtics in limited minutes. And then he didn't that first night. But since then, he has played, when he's played, he did 25 minutes against the Bulls. He had 20 points, 6 boards, 7 stocks. He played 26 minutes against the Raptors, 29 points, 6 boards, 4 dimes, and a block. He should have no problem. Regulator said rank your rookie of the year race. Con Knippel has to be number 1, right? Con Knippel, VJ's up there. It's probably Con, VJ. Cooper Flag, honestly, starting to pick it up a little bit more. And then I'd throw Coward in there. There's your top 5. I think we're about to get a big Ace Bailey push here in a second, though. For the Celtics, I'm going to, another slate, another Peyton Pritchard 6-round smash. At some point, Peyton Pritchard's not going to shoot 20% from 3. I'm not really scared of the Maxey, VJ, Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes backcourt defense. I'm hoping Jaylen Brown continues to stay aggressive, going to the rim, not settling for the mid-range tough shots, and that starts opening up some corner threes for this team. But a close spread, decent total. I will be attacking the Celtics side of stuff. I will have a ton of Derek White again. Golden State Warriors, OKC, pretty fun game. Pretty fun game. OKC 7.5-point faves. We already got the Dort report ruled out, right? So we imagine we have the same starting five of SGA, Chet, Ihart, AJ Mitchell. And then who was the other one? Are they starting? Was it Caruso? No, Caruso's been coming off the bench. Is it Wallace? From the OKC side, dude. Ihart's been. Look at these. Ihart's been so bad for the last couple of games, and then for like weeks, and then all of a sudden he dropped 33-19 against the Kings, and then 18-13 against the Grizzlies. I don't really love centers against the Warriors, but I don't know. For the Warriors, no Dort. That's kind of nice for Curry and Jimmy. I think that's all I'm getting to. I don't think I'm getting to Draymond tonight. I don't think I'm getting to Kuminga. Al Horford does have a Q tag, so keep that in mind, but I don't know. Pacers and Jazz. So Pacers are favored by 2.5. Utah is at home, but it is a back-to-back, okay? On the Pacers side, we've got Wemby back. Wemby's back. Siakam missed the last game. He should be good to go. He's not on the injury report or anything. That was just rest because he was doing so much. And then, for the 9th straight slate, Jarris Walker will project well and then get you 11 fantasy points. So he's playing 30-plus minutes, but he's not doing too much, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that. I will be getting to a lot of this game, unfortunately, because I don't think it's going to be a fun one to watch, but we're getting to it. On the Jazz, Walker Kessler, Georges Niang are already out. Hendricks missed last night. He's got a Q tag. I don't know if it was an illness or what was it. No, hammy. So I would imagine we don't have Hendricks tonight, too. Slow-mo did not play last night in his revenge game against against the Timberwolves. He's still going to queue up tag. I mean, I just wonder, is Yusuf Nurkic, he only played 25 minutes, so, maybe that's not a bad back-to-back. But if there was ever a time against the Pacers, does Nurk sit? I hope Keontae doesn't sit because I really like him. And then Lowry. I don't know. And then the last game of the night, Nuggets and Kings. I think, Sabonis is the only one with the Q tag for Sacramento. If Sabonis somehow sat, Russ Revenge, sign up for Russ Revenge. But if Sabonis plays, what did Westbrook's minutes the last game? He only played 15 minutes in that game against Minnesota. Now, that got out of hand, so he didn't play his last rotation. So maybe it was 25, but it wasn't the 35 that we had been getting, right? So I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. On the other side of this game, Denver, the Q tags, I think are just, was it Cam? I thought somebody no, everybody's good to go. Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon are probable for this one. Jokic, as regulator said, should get 30 assists tonight. I agree. Let's go over, you want to build some ranks here? Want to build some ranks on the Dog app? We'll do that. And then if people have any pick'em takes, share them in the chat. Obviously, I can't do pick'ems at the moment, but if you got them, share them. All right, let's go over. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Remove the media. All right, let's build some ranks here. Let's get into the weeds of the ranks. We got to figure out a couple of these rounds. So obviously, I think this is chalk. The first three: Jokic, SGA, Maxey. I was pretty excited to jam Siakam over Towns, but do you really want to be 80% Spicy P? I think he's in for a 60-point game. I don't think I'm going to do it though. I think we'll get plenty of Spicy P there. So we'll keep it chalky. And then I kind of am team Scotty Barnes over Jaylen Brown tonight. And I don't want to be out on JB. And this is 6-7, so it doesn't really matter. What's up, Snoopaloop? It doesn't really matter. But Jamal Murray is probable. I think Jamal Murray is probable is what I saw. I really like this matchup for Toronto. I do. I like this matchup for Toronto. So go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to be team Embiid over team Brunson. I kind of want to be team Sabonis over Brunson. I don't think I'm going to do it, though, with the Q tag. We'll do that. Now, under normal circumstances, there's part of me, I was talking to Magi about this morning. I think Jamal Murray, here's my take right now. Jamal Murray is going to outscore. Oh, my God, 6'7". You guys, I'm 40. All right? I'm 40 and married, so I don't know what's going on. We're trying to get the kids to watch. All right, so I've got my take is going to be that Jamal Murray outscores all of these guys in front of him. Steph, John, Jimmy Butler. That's my take. I do think I'm going to click Steph next, because there's no Lou Dort. Might as well. Also, the projection gods, and just the gods, everybody seems to hate Jamal Murray. So Jamal Murray will fall. There's no reason to rank him this high. We'll get plenty of Jamal. But that is my take for tonight, that Jamal's going to outscore him. I'll probably mix in Ja. I did see the Coos last night, Snoop. Had a decent game. The Coos. I'm probably going to swap these two right here, Ja and Jimmy, all day long. But I'll keep it like this for now. Now, this is where I'm going to put Chet next. This is pretty boring through 15, right? The next take here, I think we're going to go Derek White and then Michael Porter Jr. I think I want to be very overweight on these two guys. I'm fine with the Toronto guys. I honestly kind of like RJ over BI, so we're going to do that for now. Again, I will flip-flop these so I don't like completely miss out on them. But I think I just like Michael Porter Jr. against Toronto a little bit better. And Derek White, too. I like them both better than the Toronto guys. Like Derek White has not even been playing great, and he's still been getting to 40 fantasy points. Brandon Ingram, fresh off of getting fined. I don't know. This range sucks. I don't know what to do here. Like, I'm nervous Lowry doesn't play, but maybe this slate is deep enough with the Utah guys. Like, if he does sit, there's plenty of stuff there. I don't really want to be taking iHeart over those guys. What I think I'm going to do is go Jaren Jackson Jr., Nick Claxton, and then I'm going to go both Utah guys back-to-back. Then I'll throw iHeart in there. I think that's what I'm going to do. The point that I'm struggling with the most right now, what's up, Marco? Like the AJ Mitchell stuff, man. Like, hey, dude, he's 31 minutes a game. 31 minutes a game. Like, he's got both a floor of like 30 and a ceiling of like high 40s. I think we got to draft some AJ, even though I haven't been getting any. And I like Nembhard more than OG and Levine too. So I think I'm going to put both of those guys there. I also was, again, talking with Magic. I kind of like, we'll put OG in there so I get some, but I honestly like IQ better than him too, if we're being honest. I think I'm going to throw IQ in there, and then DeRozan over Levine. I know Levine, put up 26 points. I just don't love it. I don't love Levine. I don't. And then I think I would probably, what's that put us at 29? Maybe just Yusuf AG, then we get to Levine maybe. For 6-round clicks, told you again, we're going to throw Peyton Pritchard in there. We'll throw Mikal Bridges in there. Let's see if anybody else sticks out. Could you get to Kuminga? Maybe. Cedric Howard? Sure. How many minutes do you think Jakob Poeltl plays? If Jakob Poeltl, could he get there in 25 minutes? Can Jakob Poeltl outscore Zach LaVine in 25 minutes against a team like Brooklyn? I don't know. We're probably going to add him. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of them, but Nemi against Philadelphia. What did he do that last year? Oh, no, he did. I don't think he's had a ceiling game against them. I do think, listen, you probably just save it for swaps. But, dude, if we get some Utah news and Ace Bailey's going to play 35 minutes, again, look at these Jazz. I think if I had to rank people that would sit, it's Lowry, Yusuf Nurkic, and then Keontae. So, all of a sudden, Kyle Filipowski, Ace Bailey. If Hendricks goes, you can talk yourself into him. If Keontae sits, Walter Clayton, Collier. I don't know. That's where we're at for now. That's my first run at ranks. But I'm excited. I'm excited for tonight's slate. We got some. It should be pretty clean. That's what I'm excited about. Not a ton of injury news that we're waiting on. All right, let me catch up on the chat there. Regulator said some propaganda. Connie is the first NBA player in history to score 150 points and hit 33s in his first 10 career games. Hell yeah. Dude, he's been great, man. Honestly, outside of when do you trade LaMelo and who do you trade him to, Khan's been great, Sion's been great, and Cock's been great. All three of them. I think, the team, you're not going to win games right now, but those are good draft picks. Seems like you guys are trying. Vibes seem good. I'm with it. Joker Rock said, besides a healthy Saboner, I don't trust anyone on the Kings fantasy speaking. DeRozan, I don't mind. I feel like DeRozan's pretty good at getting to his spots. And then Magi said if AJ Mitchell stays this efficient, they can probably just trade J-Dub. Yeah. Yeah. I think they probably keep J-Dub, but yeah, I like it, Magi. All right, we're going to call it there. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Good luck in the lobbies. Good luck.